Today on the channel, move over, Mr. Ed. There's a new horse in town with Mythic Legion's Necronominus Bishop.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Bishop from the Necronominus wave. And of course, for all your Bishop needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna unbox it. We're gonna talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We got old Bishop, the trusty steed of one Sir Gideon. Check out the Sir Gideon review, of course, on this channel as well, and we'll bring him out a little bit later. But always cool to get an animal companion, even if it is a big old horse, and that's exactly what we have right here. But very cool, of course, not the first horse, of course, in the Mythic Legions line, but always fun to get some of these animals, even though they are a bit of a space killer, of course. But we do got the big box for him here. Big window box there, nice heavy weight to it, of course. Mythic Legions logo in the bottom. Got a little crest over there, the old Heaven's Guard or whatever it is, right there on the side. And then, of course, got the little blurb down here. Even the horses get a little bit of a blurb action, so we do have that. And then, of course, we got the War and Peace on the back. You'll be able to pause the video if you want to read that about the Necronominus story, I guess. But then we will read the side here for one Bishop, not just for X-Men anymore. The mighty steed known as Bishop was born lame. Oh, he's not that dorky. Come on, he's lame. I know what it means. In the stables of the Heaven's Brand family, set to be put out of its misery, a young Gideon pleaded that the fowl be given a chance. The stablemaster told the boy he couldn't pray that night, but come morning that he could pray. That's a different than couldn't. He could pray that night, but come morning the horse would need to be put down. Gideon stayed by the white horse side that evening, praying continually until sleep overtook him. When he awoke, the horse was miraculously cured, and it was deemed that the healing touch of Ethron himself could be seen in this miracle. Since that time, Sir Gideon and Bishop have been inseparable. They ride into battle as one, their hearts pure and true, for they know that faith has the power to turn away even death. So a story of a young boy and his horse finding fast friendship, of course, in life and the battlefield. So there you go. Shout out to old Bishop. Shout out to praying Sir Gideon right there. Getting it done. Beautiful packaging. Give it the old see you later off to the side like a young Alonzo Mourning. Yes, Alonzo Mourning. How about that? Plastic prison. Oh my gosh. Powerful smells with this one. Smells like a horse stable in China is what it smells like. But we do got him right there. Bishop looking only like a Bishop could look in the package. But of course, going to take this offline. Get him out of the pack. We'll be back talking all things Bishop. All right, partner, we got Bishop out of the package here, and it went together, or went out of the package fairly easy. I will say it was wrapped in plastic. Took me a while to get all the plastic off him, but it is for his protection. Of course, shipping across the world, all that kind of fun stuff. But I did get all that off there, and now we can dive into Bishop. And I guess we'll start off with his accessories before we dive into him himself. How about that? But we do get one for Sir Gideon here, like a big jousting stick. Of course, very Knights of the Round Table like. Medieval times, you head over to the restaurant, you pick up one of these maybe, I don't know. But you do have this little spin on it is really cool too, of course, with the silver piping around against the goldish bronzish color here, looking very nice. You have the extender piece right here and the little claw you can put on the end. Choose your own adventure if you want to do that. Of course, you hold on to this, and you just come at somebody and just nail them when you're on the horse. We've seen these before. Been around a long time. So a cool little accessory right there, a little weapon accessory for Sir Gideon to wield, of course. Now, a lot of interchangeability on this one. You can strip all this garb down on Bishop, and you can have this as just a regular white horse that John Wayne can ride in on if you want to. But it is a white horse. You got all the kind of stuff. You got the armor on the neck, but you also can turn him into a real horse, or a real just out in the pasture horse, I guess what you could call it. But you got the hair there for on the neck. You got that ready to go if you want to use that instead of the protection. Choose your own adventure. You also get a little tuft of fur right here ready to go. Put it on there if you want to. And then you do get a little, what would you call this? I guess like a throw blanket is what it would be. If you strip him from everything here, you just throw this over the top. It's just light and easy horseback riding, I guess. And you got to get used to that, as we do know. But we do have that, and I guess you could temporarily stick it on here if you want to, or permanently if you want to as well. But you do got some stuff. If you don't want this guy, you don't care about Sir Gideon and that whole thing, you just want a white horse in your collection, you can easily strip everything off this guy if you wanted to. So you do have that option. Now we do get 2 heads for a horse. Oh my gosh, a 2-headed horse. How about that? But we do get an extra head right here. Now the head out of the package is your traditional horse head. You do got the armor plate, of course, on the top right there. You got the protection. You got the reins here that can be pulled back, pulled up, whatever you want to do. Move very nicely there. You got the protection on the back of the neck that we talked about, but a lot of protection there, and of course just a regular horse face here. Truly looks like Mr. Ed, of course. Where's Wilbur when we need him? Anybody ever watch Nick at Night when they were kids? I sure did, as I do knock that right off there, but that is the protector right there. Of course, you can use the regular hair. Choose your own adventure. We'll have the glamour shots, of course. Little protection that does pull over as well. You can remove that if you want to. But this whole top does come off if that is your kind of thing. You can just pop that bad boy off right there, slide that off, and you got just a regular old horse head. Now, I will say this horse head fell out right out of the package. You had to really push it in there. Obviously, heating it up does help, but it is a nice horse head. It is a horse. But now the second head here, you got the reins going on, but unfortunately, he's taken a turn for the worse. The Necronominus has hit him, of course, as we do got a nice skull down here at the bottom. So he's like slowly transforming into a skeletal horse. And more on that in a future unboxing from this wave. So be ready for that as well. But 2 heads are better than 1. I like the looks of this head, but I'm going to stick with the regular horse. Sir Gideon is going to be riding this bad boy in style in my collection is what's going to go on. But very cool to see the undead or the dead on his way to being dead, rotting away, whatever you want to call it, extra head right there. But now we get into the horse itself. Like I said, we got the protector right here. You got a saddle. You got to have a saddle there. You got a little blanket on the back there. You do get the little place for your feet, of course, there. You can hold a little weapon on the side. Nice brown saddle. It looks like it has wear to it. It's been used in battle, in combat, of course. Got a little protection on the back here for the horse as well. So he's well protected out there fighting against the Necronominus and stuff. You do got the white tail on the back, the articulation on the tail like we've seen with other horses. Of course, you got to get the most out of your mold with these horses, as we do know. And then you got the very ornate dressings on him as well. So you do got, he's repping the brand, of course. He is all a part of Sir Gideon. They're attached at the hip. We read the biography on him, as we do know. Even got a little fringe hanging down on the bottom. You do got the wire in here, so you can move it around, give it a little bit of dynamic positioning if you really want to. But very ornate for a horse, for sure. You know this horse is somebody out there. You know he's somebody. But of course, all of this stuff is removable if you want it to be. And you can strip him down to just a plain white horse, a little bit of dash of gray here and there. So it really is, like most Mythic Legions, a 2-in-1. You get 2 heads with a Mythic Legion figure. You could theoretically get 2 different versions of that character with all the extra hands and weapons. Same thing with the horse. You take it all off. You have a stripped down horse. You want all the stuff on here. Hey, you got Bishop riding in style with Sir Gideon, of course. And speaking of Sir Gideon, we do have him just hanging out to the side here. He's ready to hop on, so you can kind of see how that scaling is there. Pretty cool to have a guy on a horse, no doubt about it. But it looks good, and I'm going to match these up. Like I said, this is probably how I'm going to end up displaying them in my collection. Now, we also get articulation. I should mention that with the horse here. Of course, the head up and down, back and forth. You do get some side to side, up and down a little bit there out of the neck. Of course, the legs do go up. You get the movement out of the legs. You do get the knee bend right here, and then you get the ankle bend down here, down into the hooves, of course. Hooves looking very good on brand here. 4 legs for a horse. We know our horse, how a horse is supposed to look. Nothing really in the waist, nothing going on there. Of course, the hind legs do have the movement there, and then the same articulation in the legs. So we do have articulation. It's not like a Spider-Man articulation, but it's articulation. I would say it's enough articulation for a horse, if you had to ask me. But all is fun here, all fun getting horses, and I think I have a couple of horses, and like I said, I'm backed up on Mythic Legion unboxings. Longtime viewers of the channel know we do a Mythic Monday every single week, doing all these back to back to back just to get out ahead of some of these things, because I think I counted it up. I think I have 2 years worth of, if I stop collecting Mythics right now, we have 2 years worth of videos to go. So I don't know, we'll see how we end up doing. We'll try to knock through some of these ones here, but I really wanted to get after the Necronominus wave just because it's fresh and fun. I didn't want to wait 2 years to dive into it, so I kind of moved them to the front of the line is what I did. And hopefully you guys are enjoying, and you gals too out there. But looking good here for Bishop. I feel like you got to have him. Of course, they go together. These two like peas and carrots, some may say. Like Battle Cat and He-Man, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. But I really do like this figure of a horse. Horse figure. I do like this horse, of course. Like a young Mr. Ed. But what do you think about Bishop? Worth the pickup for you? You going to have him all gussied up like I am? Or are you going to strip him down to just a regular horse? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. Don't forget to subscribe to the other YouTube channel as well while you're at it. Check out the Patreon for early access to all the videos here on the channel. All kinds of bonus content as well. And your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for Bishop the Horse, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.